Whoops, I didn't have my mic in front of me. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Thursday stream. Today, we're going to continue doing some drawing. Oh man, my cable from my microphone's all over the place. All right. How are you guys all doing? Hopefully, you guys have had a great week. Myself, I had a better week this week than last week. Still a little bit of some stress here and there, but besides that, it was still a decent week. We're about to close it off. Tomorrow is already Friday. Everyone should be excited for the weekend. So today we're going to keep drawing. What's up, Kyle? I'm doing great, dude. Hopefully you're doing awesome. We're going to keep drawing the Mr. Mime that we started last week. Hopefully we can maybe even finish it. That'd be cool if we can finish it. And at the end of the stream, I want to show you guys something. And I want you guys' honest feedback on some stuff. And hopefully it'll be a fun time. But yeah, that's going to be this stream today. We're going to just keep drawing and have a good time and just hang out. Talk about how our week went. And yeah, just chill out for as the weekend rolls by. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So as we left off last week, this is our Mr. Mime juggling. He's gonna be juggling some pokeballs while he's balancing on a ball, and then we're gonna draw a Fampy and a Kufant in the back. Just Kufant. I don't know how you guys pronounce that. Kufant probably, because elephant. Cuffant probably, yeah, and we'll draw those in the back to make it look like a circus scene. I want this drawing to be very colorful, very vibrant, very if you guys have seen the Iono's Kilowattrol card, I absolutely adore that card. It's a fun card, and I want to kind of mimic that kind of style. There's an artist, I don't know what the artist name is. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. I need to pull this up. Actually, where is right here? So I don't know how many people have been opening up the new set, the Black Bolt White Flare, the newest set by Pokemon. I haven't really been able to open it. I opened a couple of packs that I was able to get from like Walmart, just a couple of them. Couldn't afford anything else, so it was just a few of them, and I didn't get anything, so they were emptier than whatever you can imagine. But in that set, there is a brand new Crustle. The Crustle is it's a really nice card, and it is made. The same artist who did that Crustle did the art for the Azumarill card that is in our current deck that we've been playing. The artist's name is Shimaris Yukichi. I probably butchered that, so forgive me. But yeah, I like that Lara Croft one. That was really awesome. Thanks, Kyle. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I did Lara Croft little short, and it was pretty fun making that. But this is the Meryl card that I'm talking about. So the same person who drew this drew the Crustle, and I'll pull up the Crustle now, put it up on screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But it's a very like stylized, very fun kind of art, and I kind of want to replicate that in this Mr. Mime. So the Crustle in question that I'm looking for is, it looks like this. Oh wait, actually it's not the Crustle, it's the pre-evolution, the Dweeble. Dweeble. All right, let's see if we can get a decent sized image of this. So this is the Dweeble in question. It's made by the same artist, so I kind of want to replicate something like this. I really like that stylized. It almost looks like a cutout, you know, on top of a background. It looks really nice. It's a very pretty looking card. So we're gonna try to see if we can replicate something similar to that. But yeah, that's what the mission that I'm trying to accomplish with this, with the Mr. Mime. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and let's keep drawing. Said Mr. Mime is one of those cards that it's a Pokemon that we were mentioning last week. Seems to be very forgotten by the Pokemon company in general. And I'm saying all this, and I don't have an image readily pulled up right now. I should probably have one, because Mr. Mime, if I try to draw Mr. Mime from memory, it'd probably look terrible. Misty, hi, how are you doing, Misty? Hopefully you've had a great week and you're doing great. Hopefully you and Kyle are staying relatively safe and, you know, just hanging out and being happy. Okay, so he's got like, so it comes up as a curve, goes down 1, 2, 3, kind of almost 4 spikes. Not really, it's just 3, I would suppose, coming out from his head. So let's see if we can get this going. So it comes out like this, comes down. Does it higher up? No, it seems like a good place right here. So it comes down, goes up like that, comes down, and then it comes down like this. It goes up. It's actually more round than that. So like that. Comes up, goes one more, and then it comes down in this shape like that. All right. And then we go to the other side. Let's see if we can kind of do the same. As it comes up like that, up, down. That's a little too short in my opinion. It should probably come out a little bit further, like that perhaps. Yep. It comes up, comes down 1 and 2. More circular in shape here. If you guys like the playlist that's going on, I have linked the channel. The artist is Kumu. They make all sorts of Nintendo remixes over on their channel. If you guys want to go and show Kumu some love. Let me just try to get this adjusted, because I feel like I'm having a hard time looking over into my tablet while holding the microphone. I don't know. The microphone kind of gets in my way as I'm drawing a little bit. But yeah, we got Mr. Mime's. I don't know if you want to call it hair. You want to call it ears. Who knows what Mr. Mime really is. So just, you know, parts of Mr. Mime. I like better how the one on the right looks compared to the one on the left. Something about it seems more, I think it's just longer, that's why. Maybe I just need to stretch this out a little bit more. Yeah, it seems to be a little better. Yep, that looks a little better. All right, so we got the hair. I kind of want to, I think we should angle it just a little bit. It looks a little too to the side. Maybe rotate it here just a little bit. Yeah, kind of like that. Maybe this side as well, just a wink. Yeah, sort of like that. All right. So we have the basic outline of Mr. Mime. Good to go there. Let's try. Let's kind of close this up a little bit here. Let's see. The eyes. The eyes are. It's just a black dot in between some ovals. The thing is that with his pupils, it's like they can basically be put anywhere. The thing about doing that, in my opinion, is whenever you have to just place pupils, they can make or break whatever you're drawing. Like they could end up looking very cross-eyed. They could end up looking, just funny looking. So I gotta be very careful when doing the eyes here. Just on the leg, we're gonna make it a little bit wider because I think that might be a little too small looking there. Okay. Obviously the shoes have to be curved too. I just haven't put that detail into the shoes just about yet. But we have to add the curl on the shoes as well. But we have the basic outline. Let's start sketching in the eyes. And after we do the eyes and the mouth, kind of have that all ready to go, we can start basically going into the background and everything. Because I want to make it like a circus scene. So we still have to draw more Pokemon in the background. So for now, I think we'll leave it like this. I think it's not looking horribly bad. Just a little, not too bad. But now let's start getting into the eyes. Because like I said, so the eyes are a funny thing. Most of the time they're just two lines, two semicircles basically, or not even semicircles, they're just like semi-complete ovals almost. And then it's just like two pupils, because basically it doesn't get finished. So the thing about Mr. Mime is that the eyes are, they just kind of blend into his skin, the at least the white part of the eyes. So like I said, I don't want to horribly butcher this because it could end up looking either really, really good or really bad. And we kind of want him looking up a little into what he's juggling. So just like that. And then he's got, they really pronounce the cheek with Mr. Mime on his face. It's like a curve and then followed by his mouth basically. Now the thing is, I think I want to curve that here. I definitely want to raise maybe bring the eyes a little bit higher and make them just a tad bit smaller maybe. Zoom in here. I think that looks okay. Trying to get a good perspective of that. Okay. Yeah, I think let's see. Let's go ahead and start drawing in the cheeks. So yeah, that's a pretty good line there, I think. That looks good. Thank you, Misty. I appreciate that. How many of you guys watched the Detective Pikachu movie? Because that movie was something else. I went to go watch it in the theater with my wife the day it came out. I am such a nerd. I don't go to the movies to watch serious movies. If I'm going to the theaters, because I'm probably watching like a Pokemon movie, or you know, it looks amazing. I'm back. Sorry, getting more din. I love Detective Pikachu. Yeah, like I said, that movie was something else. But Mr. Mime, for sure, was one of those characters that either you loved him or you hated him, because he was such a polarizing character in that movie. Some people thought it was just absolutely horrifying to have a Mr. Mime like that, and other people were like, no, I think it looks fine. You know, like right now the cheek, I don't like this cheek actually. It's actually not even supposed to be that big. I'm giving him over chubby cheeks. But yeah, some people were just like, oh my god, that Mr. Mime character is the stuff of nightmares. Especially since when you look at it, there was that scene where he does where he raises the eyebrow, and Mr. Mime has no eyebrows, but they still made like the shape of it. It looked absolutely horrifying. What I thought was an absolute curse, though, I don't know about you guys, but I did not like the way Charizard looked. Charizard looked awful. I just couldn't get behind the Charizard design. I get it, you know, that's kind of an artist's rendition of like what it would look like if it were a real Pokemon in the real world, you know, like a dragon, but no, I couldn't vibe with it. Charizard looked weird. My all-time favorite movie is Ready Player One. That's the one with the headset, right? I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I just don't remember it that well. It's the one where it's basically VR in real life. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is, right? Sorry, I took down my Mr. Mime reference, I guess. Oh, Yeah, so I did see it. I just don't remember it that well. It's I don't know. I personally am of the I'm not a big fan of stuff like that. The gamer alien. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. You must be new around here. I don't think I've ever seen you in my chat before, but welcome. Hopefully you are doing great and you've had a great week. We're about to get ready for the weekend, you know, so hopefully you've been having a great week up until now and ready to bring in the Friday. All right, this mouth is the thing that's giving me a little trouble, because I don't know if I should make like, he looks, obviously I should make him happy, right? But I'm also debating making him like his mouth maybe be surprised like that. You know, because he's struggling to juggle the balls. You know, make him look just a little bit worried. Your drawing is so good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I said we're trying to make a illustration rare type card for Mr. Mime. We were talking in the chat before how because we play the TCG live here as well, the card game online, and we noticed that there isn't any good Mr. Mime cards. Like Mr. Mime has 0 playable cards. So we thought that Mr. Mime deserved a little bit of love, and now we're drawing a Mr. Mime. Teach you which one, to play the game or to draw, because drawing is actually drawing is not something that you can't learn. Yes, this is Pokemon. This is Mr. Mime from Pokemon. Yeah, so what do you need? What do you want me to teach you, gamer? Ayan, I don't know which is that. Am I pronouncing that? I want to draw like you. All right, so this is something that I wholeheartedly believe. Okay, you can learn to draw. Anybody can learn to draw. Drawing is not something that you're born learning how to do. There's this quote. I believe it's not a quote. It's a story that I've heard before about. So there's an art teacher, a college art teacher, and he's home one day with his daughter, and his daughter asks him, "Daddy, what do you do for work?" And then he says, "I teach art at a university. I teach college kids how to draw." And the girl looks at him puzzled, and she says, "Ion." Okay, but it's spelled, so it's Ion. Okay, cool. Good to know. So the little girl goes, she says, "Wait, Dad, you mean they forgot how to draw?" And he looks puzzled, you know, and he just starts saying, you know, like, he starts thinking about that. And it's true. As kids, we all draw. The problem is that we don't stick with it. Some people just, like, this is, for me, drawing has been an on and off thing. Sometimes I get the bug and I just want to draw. And sometimes I rarely pick up a pencil. But all it is practice. And I notice whenever I don't draw for a very long time, my drawings are very rough. Like right now, I've barely got into the drawing thing again because, like I said, I play Pokemon. Sorry, but I don't really get it because I'm 8 years old, lol. No worries, man. It's all perfect. It's all perfectly fine. But since you're that young right now, you're young, you're 8 years old. This is the time for you to practice. Just draw as much as you can. Pick up a pencil, draw. That's all you got to do. The more repetition you get in, you're going to be a great artist. Especially if you're 8 years old now and you have interest in drawing, don't lose that interest. Just do it over and over and over again. But that's the best piece of advice that I can give you, Ion. All right. So let's keep drawing. So that now we're gonna do the cheeks because he's got like rose red cheeks. So we'll make him like that. He's preoccupied about juggling the balls like that. We'll come back and do the line art in a second. I think we start sketching in the shoes now because the shoes are pretty important. Well, I drew some really good stuff. Like I did the drawing from YouTube. You did the drawing from YouTube, like you drew the logo, the YouTube logo. Because anywhere that you start is a good. I drew some good stuff I watched on YouTube. Okay, so you were watching a YouTuber that taught you how to draw. Bad spelling, my bad. No worries, man. Like I said, it's all good. But I appreciate you being in here, Ian. Hopefully you learn a thing or two. I'm not a great teacher. All I can give you is my own personal life lessons, and hopefully like I said, if you start now, by the time that you're my age, you would probably be a very accomplished artist if you just stick with it. So Mr. Mime has those curly looking shoes. Soon that would be good drawing. Yes, you will. Trust me. I said you have so much to learn at a young age that you can become a super accomplished artist by the time that you're my age. You'll be leagues and miles above where I am now if you just stick with it now, because that's something that I didn't do. I didn't stick with it. So Mr. Mime is a character from Pokemon. He is not a lot of people's favorite Pokemon, and that's why I wanted to draw Mr. Mime, because Mr. Mime doesn't get enough love from the Pokemon community. That foot curl looks amazing, bro. No, it doesn't. Don't lie to me, Kyle. Don't lie to me. I'm trying, but I'm not happy with it. It's like, I don't know. So I appreciate the encouragement, Kyle, but you're straight up lying. What's going to be in the background? Terran Kicker, bro. I haven't seen you in my stream since like I started streaming, bro. So in the background is gonna be a circus. It's gonna be I'm gonna put Fampy and Cuffant in the background. It's gonna be a very circus-like scene. Yep, very clownish, exactly. But yeah, that's gonna be the background Terran Kicker. Now this is the difficult part, because this foot here should go back. I don't know. This is gonna look weird here. I think it's gonna have to go into the foot here, because that's not nearly long enough. Yeah, we'll do it that way, and it'll kind of go into the leg. Oh, the leg should probably be made like a little bit skinnier, like that. Something like that. Hey, I pop in and out from time to time. I'm not putting you on blast, bro. Just saying. Like I said, I hardly see you in my chat. But like I said, for those of you that don't know, Terran Kicker was the very first person to watch my streams, and he was the very first winner that we had when I was giving away Pokemon cards when playing the TCG live. So Terran Kicker has been subscribed to the channel since I had I think he might have been my first subscriber, if I remember correctly. Hey, would you mind if you tell me if Pokemon is good? So Pokemon is a very polarizing franchise right now. So Pokemon, people love Pokemon. Pokemon has always been a very popular IP. If you don't know what IP means, it means intellectual property, because it is owned by Game Freak and Nintendo, which Nintendo basically owns Game Freak. But that is how they own the property. And Pokemon has been growing strong since when I was a kid. You know, I started watching Pokemon in the 90s, and it hasn't slowed down. It has its down years where nobody cares about Pokemon, and then it just suddenly has a resurgence. Is that the Pokemon Ash mom assistant? Yes, it is. Mr. Mime is. Some people think Mr. Mime is Ash's dad, but yeah, it's Ash's mom has a Mr. Mime that helps her out around the house. I can't get this one right. Pokemon came out officially, I think, in 1996, if I remember correctly. Maybe even earlier. It was made by the original person who did it, his name was, I think, Satoshi Iwata, if I remember correctly. But he was a bug collector. He used to like collecting bugs. And he started coming out with, by collecting bugs, he kind of became, he liked the concept. It does have a special illustration in 151, the one where he's playing imaginary chess, but he doesn't have a playable card. That's the problem, is that he has a nice card, but it's not playable. It's not very good. So we're trying to design a card and then make it playable too. But yeah, it came out back then. No, like 2010. No, dude, Pokemon is way older than that. Like I said, I'm 32 years old now, and Pokemon was around since I was a kid. So that just goes to show how old Pokemon is. And then he teamed up with Ken Sugimori, who became basically the first Pokemon illustrator, who started coming up with the concepts of all the different Pokemons and everything. And then it just took off from there. You know, just the idea, people were enamored with the idea of catching these cute little monsters and then training them, and eventually they would become these powerful monsters like Charizard, you know. And just the idea of it really caught on. It caught, like, Pokemania was everywhere in the 90s. Technically speaking, my older brother was the one that got me into it, because he's the one that liked it first. Pokemon comes from, yeah, the term was originally pocket monster, exactly, and that's why they had the little capsules, you know, and that's where the idea came from, the name pocket monster, and then that's when it got shortened to Pokemon for the Western audiences. And yeah, that's why, like I said, that the name of of Ash, his original name in Japanese, is Satoshi, after the creator of Pokemon. So yeah, that's a little history of Pokemon. I probably butchered a lot of it because I'm not like super knowledgeable on it, but that's the story that I know. So that's the story that I'm sharing. I could be completely wrong, and then I can have a Pokemon expert fact check me in the chat, but that should be the story behind Pokemon. But yeah, so now what we're trying to do, we're trying to make a cool card for Mr. Mime, because he does have a cool card, he just doesn't have a very playable card. That's the issue. So we thought that we would make Mr. Mime a playable card, and now that I rotated this leg, it looks a little short to me now, so I'm gonna just extend it just a little bit. Yep, that looks better. Okay. All right, so now we have our basic, we have the main object. When did you like drawing? I have liked drawing since I was a very small child. Random dude, what's up? How you doing? So yeah, I've liked drawing since I was a little kid. I used to draw a lot of houses when I was a kid. When I was like in second, third grade, I used to always draw a house. Anytime that we were drawing, I was drawing a house for whatever reason, with like windows and all this stuff and a cool tree outside, the birds, the sky, the sun. And that was, I drew that over and over and over again until I got bored. Trivia: what was Pokemon first? A trading card game, a video game, or an anime series? So that's actually, I don't know if that's a trivia question. It's actually a trick question, because if you think about it, it was actually a manga first. So it wasn't technically an anime series. It was a book in I think it was Koro magazine that first printed Pokemon. I could be wrong, but that's where the first issues of Pokemon were first introduced to the public, was in a magazine. And then it became an animated series. Then it became a video game, and then came the animated series after. So can you put me as a mod or no? I'm just saying. Unfortunately, I cannot make a mod someone that just came into my chat for the first time. If you continue to show up week in, week out, definitely that's a conversation that we can consider having later. But for now, I cannot make you a mod. Sorry, man. But yeah, no. So that technically it was a manga series first, and then it became a video game, then it became an animated series. So that should be the trivia question, right, Terran Kicker? Like I said, you can fact check me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the correct order that Pokemon was released in. So now that we have Mr. Mime, we need to draw. So I'm gonna draw Phanpy, and I'm gonna draw Cuffant in the back. So now I gotta look up some reference images for Phanpy. Phanpy's just the better one. Manga came out after the game. Did it? Wow. I thought it was the manga first. I'm almost certain it was. So it's like, Mr. Mime, a boy or a girl? So I can't answer that question, actually. I don't know if Mr. Mime is a boy or a girl. They've never specified. I think you can only find them in male. I don't know if there is a female Mr. Mime. I don't think so. It's possible that it's technically a boy, if I were to say so. I'm not sure. I believe so. I believe Mr. Mime is, you can only find them in male species, if I remember correctly. I haven't played the game in a very long time, so I could be wrong. All right, Phanpy. Phanpy's so, it looks like a little bean. It's so cute. I love Phanpy. Phanpy's awesome. All right, let me look at this, because I want to see what would be the best pose that I can give Phanpy. Trying to see if I can find if Phanpy, ooh, actually, in Japan, the games came first in the year 1996. Yep, 96. I was correct on the year. Then the trading cards in the late 1996. Then the manga a month after the cards. Then the anime in early 1997. That's interesting. That's so cool. It's 5:39 for me and 8:39 for you. Yep, correct. I live on the East Coast, so I am 3 hours ahead. You're probably somewhere in the West Coast, I assume, then. If that's the time for you. So I'm looking up these, like, just images of Phanpy, because I wanted to look like it's having fun in the circus. Do you like K-pop Demon Hunters? It sounds weird saying it. Bro, I just watched K-pop Demon Hunters last week. I love it. It was so good. It was such a fun movie. I absolutely love it. Have you seen? No, I have not seen the Avatar cards yet for Magic. The art is some of the... Oh, wow. I know every word in every song, dude. That's pretty cool. I love K-pop Demon Hunters. It was such a fun movie. It was so good. I think the best song, it's either got to be either Soda Pop or Golden. Those songs were absolutely awesome. I think it was such a fun movie. Like, I've been listening to it while I'm working. Like, I just put the soundtrack on and I'm just working while listening to K-pop Demon Hunters. So it was such a good movie. Dodo, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat, dude. By the way, I saw you're agreeing over there with Ian. I haven't seen it yet. Terran Kicker, you should watch it if you have time. I think Nicole will. Well, sorry. She would like it. She'll like it. My favorite is Soda Pop. Soda Pop is fun. Like I said, it's such a catchy tune. Just ripped open some Destined Rivals and my best hit was a Lugia regular EX. Sad face. Look, EXs are still hits, man. I love EX cards. Give me a good EX card and I'll put it in a deck. I'll try to make it work. But was Lugia in Destined Rivals? I don't even remember if there was a Lugia in Destined Rivals. I know the Soda Pop dance. That's cool, man. All right. Now, the thing like Fampy has these little cute little ears that just bounce up and down. Yep, sorry, Terry Kicker. Your wife will like it. That's all I can say, Terry Kicker. Your wife will enjoy the movie. So I'm trying to see if I can do something with like the ears up, jumping. Like I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the Pokemon card, right? With the special it's not a special, it's just an illustration rare of Fampy just like jumping behind the Dawn fans. Something like that, like with the ears up would be like something that I would probably try to draw. I mean, in any case, I could just have it like sitting down because it would probably look cute. It doesn't matter what position I give it. It's going to look cute regardless. Fampy's just a cute Pokemon. But I'm trying to make it look very circus-like. Learn the Soda Pop dance. It is good. I'm not a dancer. That's something that I can tell you 100% for a fact. I'm a terrible dancer. I have the worst dancing feet you'll ever see anyone have. Like, I just can't dance. All right, I need to figure out how I'm going to shape all this because I want to, maybe I should do another layer. Yeah, I think I'm going to make another layer here. We'll make, so there should be below. I think if I Let me change the color really quick, 'cause I think it goes behind if I'm not mistaken. Whoops. Why is that not drawing anything? I think it goes behind if I'm, yeah, that should be behind, but that's watercolor. Go to a marker. Where are my markers at? Yep, that's still over. I mean, that's behind. So layer 2. Go back to the black, back to the pencil. So we're going to hide the Mr. Mime just a bit to draw a Fampy in the back. I feel like I'm stalling here with the drawing, but I like talking to you guys. Talking is fun. All right, let's see. I feel like the ball kind of would put him a little bit back too. I got to go. Well, it was nice hanging out. Thank you very much for being here, Ayan, and hopefully you have a great night for the rest of your night, man. Take care. Let's see where. Oh, is it? What? It is what? Oh, is it? What is it? Thank you. Yeah, have a good night. Yeah, I like talking. Talking is fun. Well, talking to the stream. The talking part. Stop procrastinating, stop stalling, and keep drawing, coming from someone who should be working on a card commission he has, lol. Sean, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I definitely should. I mean, this isn't a commission, really, so I could take my time with it, Sean. But I know what you mean. Because I overthink things if I stall too much. How are you doing, Sean? I saw that you started a new page for just Pokemon art, right? Just drawing, man. Yep, that's just how it goes, you know. When you're an artist, you just draw, draw, draw. I'm not a professional artist, so there's that. Who are you talking about? You, Sean, right? Am I mistaking you with another Sean? I might be completely like confusing you for another Sean. And if I am, I'm sorry. But there's a Sean that I know that just started a new Instagram page for just drawing Pokemon cards, I think. All right, I need to zoom out a little bit because I need to visualize this a little bit more. The new account, yes. Okay, so that's you are the Sean that I think you are. So yeah, you just started the brand new account for drawing just Pokemon cards. I made that account because I wanted to do a separate account. I read the comments. You read the comments? All right, let's see. So I'm trying to do this Fampy, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, I think I might have made the ball here a little too large. Yeah, a separate account for Pokemon related stuff. I'm of that camp that drawing Pokemon is just fun. They're just so. Hopefully, I mean, like I said, I'm not a very skilled artist, but I like when people draw the Fakemon. I'm here just relaxing a little. Stayed up till 8 a.m. You stayed up all night until 8 a.m., Kyle. What are you doing, man? Look, I'm one of those people that I have trouble sleeping, so sometimes, you know, I can be up really, really late, but I need sleep regardless, you know. I need some sleep to function properly. I can't just go a whole day without sleeping. I said I might have been able to do it more in the past, but I wouldn't be able to get away with it now. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that, Kyle. I don't know how you were even able to manage to stay up that late and still be a functioning human being. I can go 4 days, but I have severe insomnia, low, and severe energy drink condition too. Yeah, dude. Energy drinks, you should stay away from them, Kyle. Trust me. I've gone down that road before, man. Energy drinks will hurt your health bad. Let's see. All right, let me reassess this because I'm thinking Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to... So I kind of want it to... I don't know. Can I make Fampy on its hind legs? Can I do that? Do I have the skill to do it? Do I have the skill to draw Fampy on its hind legs? I believe in you. Thank you. um... I'm trying to see if I can rough sketch it out a little bit. Slow down a lot of the energy drinks. If you want my advice, Kyle, you don't have to take it, but I would cut them out completely, man. Just gotta quit cold turkey sometimes. Let's see. How can I do this? Maybe should be... Trunk should be just a little smaller. Fampy's got that cute little tail like that. Let's see. How do I do this? I'm trying to visualize it a little bit. It's got the like little cute little feet like that, like little stumps, but I'm trying to see how I can do the second one. I think something like... No, that looks horrible. How do I do this? I don't know. This might be correct like this. Yeah, okay. Maybe make the ears just a little happier. I think to make it a shortcut, it's just gonna be the Fampies. Because to make a coup font, I'm already wasting a lot of time just doing the Fampy alone. So probably it'll just be... Yo, sorry for being late. How's it going? It's going good, Ben. I don't know. You tell me. I'm trying to draw a Fampy in the background. So we got the Mr. Mime all done. So that's Mr. Mime right there. And we're gonna have a Fampy kind of like pushing the ball, or like holding it still, kind of almost. I think what I'm gonna do, just to kind of like shortcut it, because I kind of want to have this drawing done, you know, the sooner the better. And if I can have, like, I could just duplicate the Fampy, rotate it, flip it on the side, put it over here, then that could save me a lot of time, and I could just start getting into the drawing and stuff. It looks great. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yep. And then that way, whoops. Yeah, that way it'll look like a circus. It'll be in the back. And I don't know, the background, I want to draw, I don't know how I can make it more circus-like. Maybe like a spotlight or something. I'm trying to figure out how I can make it look more like a circus. But yeah, that's how it's going. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring back the layer 1 back down. I'm gonna focus on the little Fampy back here. No, I think this line is better. Yep. Yeah, I like how it looks so far. Yeah, I think I like how that looks so far. Let me take a look, because that should be it for the Fampy. Honestly, you're not even gonna be able to see like this part here, because the ball is gonna be right there. Let's see what I can do to fix the ball that Mr. Mime is standing on. Make it a little bit smaller, I guess. Try to see if I can erase some of these lines and make it more defined so that way we know where the ball actually starts and ends. We have all these balls, like all these circles, and it's definitely messing with the composition of the drawing. So I need to identify where the ball starts and ends for sure. So all right, yeah, so basically that's how it's going to be. Then we're going to take layer 2 and we're going to turn on keep original image. Then we do this. Then we flip it. A little bit of a behind the scenes look. Yeah, I like that. All right. So okay, and then we'll draw the eyes for Fampy. And we're gonna have to basically erase like these extra lines right here from like the arms and stuff. So they're not really gonna be necessary. But for now, we'll keep them just because we do have to have them there to color and stuff like that, because otherwise we won't be able to use our fill tool properly. But yeah, all right. That looks pretty nice so far, I think. So let's get finishing up with that. And then we can go into the line art, which I like doing the line art. The line art, a lot of people think it's just tracing over your original drawing. But line art, you need to define the figures. You need to be able to know how to use thin and thick lines and kind of make it look, you know, just a little bit overall, you know, more, give it that, what people call as defining the silhouette. So using thicker lines in the right places where lines meet and intersect, and just the outline of the actual component and that of the actual subject, and then you can then we can start the coloring afterwards, because coloring is everyone's favorite part. Everyone likes to add that life to the drawing, and I love it too. But line art is super important. Some people don't like doing line art and they completely hate just anything that has to do with line art, but I don't mind it. I like it. All right, let's see. All right, yeah, so let's do the eyes for Fampy really quick. Actually, they should be a little bit longer. There we go. Don't know if I told you, but I have been making a commander style Pokemon and came up with a name for it. Pokemon Aces. What do you think? I like the name. That's a great, cool concept. Frostblade. Damn, it's starting to look really good. Thanks, Frostblade. I appreciate it. I don't remember ever seeing you here, Frostblade. Are you new to the chat? If you are, welcome. Hopefully you've been having a great week, Frostblade, and that you have for your weekend. I hope that you're gonna have a nice weekend, that you have something nice planned in store for yourself. All right, hold on. I jacked up that eye royally. Okay, there we go. All right. Yep. And now we can start the line art process. Now, what I'm concerned with. Nah, I have been subscribed for a while. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you, but I mean, I had, at least in the lives. Have you been to the lives before? I don't know if I've seen you before in the lives. If I'm just forgetting, I'm so sorry and I apologize. But I thank you for being a subscriber. Let's see. So the thing that I struggle with the most, I think, personally for me, like, of course, I struggle with hands. I struggle with eyes. Gotta go. Good night. Terry Kicker, thank you for hanging out, brother. Have a good night. But the thing that I struggle with the most is backgrounds. Sometimes I have no idea what to do with backgrounds. So most of the time I end up drawing some weird random stuff. Like with, I don't know if you guys have seen my other drawing videos, but the Blaziken is just fire. So that was easy. Didn't really have to do anything crazy for it. Just draw a bunch of random flames in the background. The Mewtwo was in the dark, so it was just a dark background. His face was the focus of the drawing anyway. You know, that one was easy. The one that I struggled with a lot was the Umbreon one. The Umbreon with the Gary, that one was hard. And doing that background was really frustrating. And then the one that I did have fun doing was the Lara Croft one. I don't know if you guys have seen the short that I just posted. But yeah, the Lara Croft one was also really hard for me to do. It looks good. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it. So yeah, so for the background, I'm not 100% sure what it's gonna look like. I guess I'll just draw like some seats in the back. I kind of have an idea. I'm looking at this image here. Let me just show you guys what I'm looking at. This. So maybe something like that, like an arch behind them and a few seats that you can see, maybe something similar to that is what I'm thinking. Maybe Hopefully it'll look good. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, did I time lapse? All right, so it's recording the time lapse. We did. I think we realized last week that I was late to hitting that though, so I don't have the full process of this card now. But at least I hope that it'll look good, and we can hopefully get a short or a video out of it, because yeah, I like drawing, and I like making drawing videos, and I like drawing Pokemon, and I like Pokemon, and I think a lot of you guys like Pokemon. That's why you're here too. Okay, so I'm happy with this, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that, and we'll bring that down too, just a smidge, and then we're gonna go ahead and draw, I guess, the background. Yep, love Pokemon. Yep. I'm glad we have that in common. Pokemon, it should be that, in my opinion. That's what it's all about. It's all about bringing people together. And it's just sad how lately Pokemon has been tearing people apart. Pokemon has become the stuff of greed. What people think is their get-rich schemes, you know. No, it's gonna be an arch. We're gonna do an arch. That looks like a terrible arch. Doesn't have to be perfect, but so as you guys can see, I'm also very novice at like digital art itself. Like people, I know that there's people that know how to use all the tools, like they know how to use the line correction tools and everything. I don't, so I just wing it. Would my art improve? I don't know. I don't know if it would improve if I were to learn how to use all the tools. You know, before I had a drawing tablet, it was just nothing but pen and paper. There was no undo, there was no redo, there was no selecting the entire outline, moving it like I've been doing now. This is all stuff that I've learned as I've been drawing more using the drawing tablet. But other than that, like, there's more tools that I can learn, but will they improve my art? I'm not sure. But the goal is to keep improving every time that I start drawing. That's the goal. By the way, Ben, how's that going though? Like, I know you were mentioning the format, like the commander format for Pokemon though. Have you established some rules for it yet? Or is it still just the concept for Pokemon Aces? I'm interested to know if you've established a turn system yet. I know things like that are more pronounced for Magic and like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Straight out, you know, phases, or I'm pretty sure it's what they're called. Where you have like your draw phase, your you know, you have your attack phase, and all these sorts of different phases. Obviously, Pokemon is a little bit more liberal with that because there is no, besides the drawing and the attacking, it's the really good. I have a rule book, but still in balancing phase. I see. Okay, so yeah, so it's more liberal with that. Like, there's no time to play a supporter card. The sequencing is basically up to you. You know, like besides the drawing and the like I said, the attacking, which is the last action. Besides that, it's all just, you know, you can play a supporter card whenever you want. You can play an item card whenever you want. You can attach an energy whenever you want. So there's no actual phases of the game. So I'm just interested in knowing if you're gonna incorporate any of that into your commander format for Pokemon. By the way, Ben, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what your background is or what it is that you're. What is your areas of interest? But if you like doing stuff like that, like coming up with a new format and stuff, game design would be perfect for you. Like, I feel like game design would be the perfect field for you to go into if that's what you're interested in. All right. not like the other formats, but here is what the ace can do so far. You can use a once per game OPG, once per turn. That is kind of the start of what I have buffed the ace with. Let's see, not like other formats here. Just a taste of the buffs. So the ace is basically like your commander, right? I would assume. And what makes a good commander? Because I would assume that that's that like would it be just maybe an EX Pokemon would be like your ace, and then I mean yeah, technically right, that's what the concept would be, like the actual that would be the ace is the like your EX, like your main attacker almost, and then maybe anything like non-rule box could be kind of like your other pieces and stuff like that. I don't know. So I haven't really played too much Magic, so I'm not like super I'm not like super up to date on like terms and stuff like that, but that's what I imagine, right? Should I just explain it all? All right, cool. So this is what we got so far. So that's going to be the background. And I have the Fampies, the Mr. Mime, and then the spotlight kind of like coming down on them. That's kind of what's going to be like the final last little touch, I guess, if we could call it something. All right. So now we have our background. I'm not totally convinced by it, but I think it's a start. All right. Yep, that looks okay, I guess. That'll do for now. All right, let's see. Where do we start? Where do we start? All right, here's gonna be our, so I guess the background is gonna be last. So let's start with our Mr. Mime, I guess. Your ace has a couple of great buffs, such as they can use OGP abilities attacks once per turn. They can use 2 of their attacks once per turn. And they can also use an ability that says once during your turn up to 4 times. Okay, so that's actually a up to 4 times. Is it because of like maybe because of the 4-player format? So that way you can affect every single one of the opponents. I like the background. Thanks, I appreciate it. So it's very inspired by that like circus little thing that I showed you guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and start working on the line art for Mr. Mime. I think we are ready to start. Yep, we're ready to go, I think. I think just as a last touch, I think I should make just the cheeks, the circles on the cheeks just a little bit bigger, maybe. There we go. I like that a little better. If I can get this circle right. You see how I get so self-conscious when I draw? I'm like, I can't get that circle right. It's like, how good am I really if I can't even draw a circle, you know? All right, whatever. That's good. That's good. All right, let's see. Let's erase this line right here. All right, cool. So let's start doing the line art for this Mr. Mime. And that way we can... so next we get out our pen. I like using this textured pen for my line art. So let's go ahead and bring that down just a smidge. All right, how thick are we doing this? Oh, nope. We need a new layer. You can't have more than one of your ace in your deck, so you can use it up to 4 times because of it. Yeah, so just like the commander, you can't have more than one commander in your deck. It's just the one commander. Right? So there's the ball that Mr. Mime is balancing on. Then we're gonna start with the feet here. You know what? Do you just want me to email you the rules? It would be less confusing. Sure, Ben, if you like to, man. I said because I think the rules would be a lot less confusing if I just knew how to play Commander. Because I feel like a lot of the stuff that you are saying in your rules is very inspired by, you know, that Magic the Gathering Commander rules, and I know nothing about those. So I'm pretty sure that's where it's probably getting lost in translation on me. Because I don't play a lot of Commander, so I don't know exactly what the terminologies is for a lot of things. I said in this case, like the ace stuff I get, because like ace is, I'm assuming, is the Commander, right? But other than that, like I'm not. All the other rest of the stuff is like I get the ability stuff because obviously, you know, I play Pokemon and I know that each Pokemon has abilities, and you're saying that you can use up to 2 of your attacks once per turn. And then you can also, anything that says that you can do it once per turn, you can use up to 4 times as well, if I understood correctly. But yeah, you can go ahead and email me those the rules so that I can peruse them over and see if I understand the game that you are trying to create. It's nothing like Commander except for the ace. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think you have my email, right, Ben? You can just send me those rules over. Right now, I've been getting so lost in this zone that I feel like I don't know if I'm being too loud into the mic. Is it getting too loud? Am I talking way too close to the mic? I kind of just got lost in the sauce there for a minute, which is fine because it helps me stay focused on the drawing, like the task at hand, you know. Okay, so far so good. I feel like this line should be a little thinner. Perfect. Yep, okay. A card. Alright, let's see. Then we go with the arms. Alright, let's see. Then we want to make this the hands. All right, something like that. Then we got this hand over here. This hand's a little weird, but it came out all right, I guess. I just don't want to spend too much time reworking it because I think it looks okay. It looks decent. Actually, that line should not be that thick there. Let's see. I sent it. Thanks for sending that over, Ben. I said I'll take a look at it because I'm interested. I think it would be really cool to bring in a new format to Pokemon because, I mean, trust me, I like playing at tournaments. The one-on-one stuff, it's cool and everything, but it needs a little bit of a shake-up. Like, Pokemon is definitely one of those games that hasn't really changed, besides the power creep, obviously. At least the format, like, it hasn't changed in so long. Because power creep is always present in all games, you know. There's always going to be, it's what keeps people buying the game, you know, newer, cooler cards that do cooler things. So power creep is always it's going to exist in games whether people like it or not. But at least a new way to play the game hasn't been made in, you know, actually ever. It's always just been you versus your opponent. Flip a coin, draw a card, attach an energy, attack, you know. Obviously all the stuff in between is different where you can, like, you know, play a supporter, play an item, and all that stuff is always subject to change with new cards that do new things coming out all the time. But at least the format itself hasn't done anything. It's been stagnant for years. So seeing someone care as much as you do about it, Ben, really makes me happy. Let me know what else you guys have been up to. I mean, how does anyone have any cool plans for the weekend? Anything cool planned that they got going on? Make me jealous of your weekend. I know I'm gonna have a great weekend. I'm gonna spend some time with the wifey and the baby. Maybe fishing. Kyle, you fish? I don't fish, but I have friends who do. And they're really into it. College, yeah, college. But what do you got going on in college that it's taking up your weekend though, Ben? College is important and all, but I mean, taking up your weekend. Yes, I love fishing. I rarely go, but I love fishing. Yeah, fishing is. Like I said, I've done it a few times. No, not good at it. I have yet to really catch anything. I mean, I went to for a friend's birthday. We went out fishing. We went fishing for sharks, and I didn't pull any in myself, but it was really cool to be there, experience it. All I pulled in was like really tiny fish. You know, the kind that get chopped up into chum to bring out the sharks. That's the kind of fish that I caught. So I didn't catch any like cool fish. It was just little tiny things that just ended up getting used as baits. My fish was 26.5 pounds catfish. That was my biggest. You caught a catfish that big? And did you use did you just use a rod and line, or I know people that go fly fishing, and then there's people that are crazy and they go noodling. I have to fill out a lot of forms because of disability stuff. Oh, I see. Yeah, filling out forms is... Yeah, in Casey, I used a rod with a line and a hot dog. Bro. You're using a hot dog as bait. That's awesome. You want to try noodling, Misty? No, don't do that. That's just an easy way to get, like, to lose some fingers. Don't do it. People who do that are legitimately crazy. And they have no regard for their safety. It's a hot dog with a cherry Kool-Aid. Little secret with Kool-Aid. Where did you hear these secrets? But no, Misty, do not go noodling. People who go noodling are people just begging for an accident. I'm definitely a little crazy, though. I mean, it's cool that you want to try it, but I just think it's so, like, you get a snapping turtle, you get an alligator snapping turtle while noodling, and that's it. You lost a limb. Or at the very least, some dexterity. You'll probably lose a couple fingers. I mean, there's people that have lived to tell the tale, you know. I mean, obviously they always live, but you know, they as soon as they reach in there and they feel a hard shell, it's a hard nope, and they just pull their hand out, you know, because they know that what's in there, it's probably a snapping turtle. But yeah, that's definitely a quick, sure, easy way to lose some fingers is going noodling. Have you ever caught a sturgeon? They are so fun to catch. My biggest one was a 49-inch. A sturgeon? No. Like I said, the only thing that I've gone fishing is like just some little ponds here, and it's just like I haven't caught anything yet in a pond, but it's probably, I think probably the biggest thing that you can catch is probably a bass, but nothing crazy. I caught a snapping turtle once on a hook with a banana piece on it. And I screamed like a girl. I hate snapping turtles. Dude, snapping turtles are evil. They're legitimately evil creatures. I've been having so much fun drawing, I completely lost track of time. It's now 10:02. This is about the time that we start wrapping up the stream. But yeah, this is the line art for the Mr. Mime. Done. I still need to do the details on, because he's going to be juggling Pokeballs. So, probably draw the detail on those really quick. It looks really good. Thank you. Yeah, it's 10:02. Like if I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, I would finish it. If I had the day off tomorrow, I would totally stay here and stream until it's done. I know. I said I completely lost track of time. Like I was just having fun drawing. But since I have to go into work tomorrow, I can't finish it tonight. But yeah, that's Mr. Mime. At least that's the line art for it. I think we're gonna cut the stream here. Just before we end the stream tonight, though, we're gonna I don't have a surprise like I did last week where I just gave away cards at the end of the stream. Which, by the way, I apologize to you, Misty, and I want to apologize to Marlene. I haven't gone to the post office. I need to go to the post office and send you guys your cards. I still have yet to do that. I haven't had time, or I mean, it's not going to cost a lot of money, but I still haven't put aside the money, the funds to be like, all right, I'm going to go send these, put these out in the post office right now. So I got to do that this weekend. So I'll be sending that over to you guys. But what I do have for just kind of like finishing the stream for those of you that are here, I want to show you guys something. This is something that so as I mentioned before, I had another YouTube channel before I started doing this one, where I would do animations, and I wanted to show you guys one of those animations just as a kind of like a little laugh for you guys to have before we end the stream. So let me find one of them and I'll go ahead and show it to you guys, because they are what they are. All right, we're gonna pause the music really quick, and I'll show you guys. All right. All right, so this is one of my animations that I was doing before on my old YouTube channel. So I just wanted to share it with you guys, because I had a failed animation channel that didn't take off like this one has, and this one's kind of been stalling as of late recently. I lost a few subscribers recently, but it is what it is, you know. We just keep moving. But this is one of the videos that I had on my old channel, so I just wanted to share it with you guys so you guys can see a little bit more about me, because I also did animation for a little bit. But let's go ahead and play it.
Ah! Stop! I could have dropped my croissant.
Just play it one more time.
Ah! Stop! I could have dropped my croissant.
But yeah, that's one of the little videos that I made when I was doing animation, and I have a few more that I'll share with you guys later. But for now, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek into some of the stuff that I used to do as well on the side before. But you know, next week we'll go ahead and we'll finish off the Mr. Mime, and then after we finish the Mr. Mime, hopefully next week, if I play, I love animations. I used to do that stuff all the time. Dan, Ben has a track record. Ben designs, Ben draws as well, and and you used to do animation too. Like he knows some stuff. Ben knows some stuff. I said Kyle also draws. Kyle does music. So we have like talented people in the chat. But yeah, I used to do animations, and I'll show you guys another one next weekend. if I go to my locals and I place again this weekend, if I place, then I can have some packs and I'll probably give those away next weekend. But no promises. It all depends on how well I do on Tuesday. But besides that, yeah, this is where we're gonna end the stream. We're gonna continue pick back up where we left off on next Thursday, 8 p.m. Be here, hang out, draw Pokemon with me. And yeah, we'll just go from there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. Hopefully you guys have a good night, had a good night, and I hope that you guys have an amazing weekend. So, yep, have a good night, guys. I'll see you guys next Thursday.